Hi students, let's look at question 8 on workbook page 90. Okay, so as a start, I will go through what are some of the special property of rhombus that you need to take note whenever we're talking about the interior angle of a rhombus. So for interior angle of a rhombus, right, there are basically this one main property that you need to take note, that the diagonals of rhombus, right, they will bisect the interior angle. It means, right, when you have this interior angle here, interior angle means the angle inside a rhombus, they will be divided equally when they are cut by a diagonal. So diagonal means, right, they are the lines joined by opposite points. And another thing you can take note is the opposite angle between two pairs of parallel lines. So this angle over here, ADC, will be equals to the angle ABC based on opposite angle between two parallel lines. And of course, not to forget the interior angle between parallel lines. As long as you have one pair of parallel lines, for example, DC parallel to AB, right? The interior angle between them, angle DAB and angle ADC, right? They will be add up to 180. Okay, so now let's look at part 1. So let's highlight some keywords first. Rhombus ABCD, diagonal BD is produced to E such that AD equals to DE. So what produce just means, right, is a point, right, that is produced out of the rhombus. So this E is over here, and such that AD, this length here, is equals to this length here. AD equals to DE. So when you see two sides of a triangle are of the same length, right, you must quickly write down that this one is an isosceles triangle. So let me write it down. Okay, so I wrote down that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. So when you talk about isosceles triangle, since they give you the sides are equal, you must quickly link it that the base angle of isosceles, they are also equal. So that's why I label here angle EAD is equals to angle AED. And this will help us in like solving the question later. So whenever you see any information, please jot down first so that you can do the question easier. So let me write down the diagonal properties related to this statement. Okay, so I wrote down that the interior angle of a rhombus, they will be bisected equally by the diagonals. So we have write down all the information we need, and now we can proceed to doing the questions. So they say that angle ABE, this one, this angle over here is equals to 68 degree. Okay, so in this part, right, they ask us to find angle BAD. So where is it? BAD. Let me label it down with a question mark. Okay, so in this case, right, we are trying to find this angle here. So what do we do? So in this case, since this one is a parallelogram, a special case of parallelogram, as long as you can see some parallel lines, right, you're looking at the interior angle between parallel lines, right, the first thing that came to mind will be the third property over here. Interior angle between parallel lines add up to 180. So in this case, we need to find out what is the angle of angle DBC first. So let me write it down. So I need to use this property, and before I can use this property, right, I need to first find out what is the angle DBC first. So like I mentioned previously, right, the interior angle of a rhombus, right, will be bisected equally by the diagonal. So in this case, we can say that angle DBC will be equals to 68 degree too. Because when they are cut equally, when one side is 68, the other side must be 68 also. Okay, so how do I write the statement? I say that angle DBC, because this is the angle you want to find, so we put the angle in front first, is equals to angle ABE given in the questions. And the property will be that diagonal of rhombus bisect the interior angle. That's why angle DBC is also equals to 68 degree. So now we know that this angle over here is also 68 degree. We can use the interior angle between parallel lines. Okay, so the interior angle between parallel lines will be AD is parallel to BC. That's why the interior angle DAB plus interior angle ABC, which make up of two angles here, they add up to 180 degree. So now we just need to find what is angle BAD by subtracting both sides of the equations by 2 times 68. So there we go. We have found our part 1 answer. So let's look at the next part. So the next part, right, they are looking at angle BCD. BCD. Then you're like, oh, this one is like opposite toward this angle over here. So this answer will be quite straightforward. So when we do angle questions, right, try to find out what are the links, right, between questions so they can save you more time. And in order to able to find out the links faster and better, right, the only way is to practice more. So that you can see more of these type of questions and you'll be more familiar with this type of working out these questions. Okay, so in this case, angle BCD is equals to angle BAD due to the opposite angle of rhombus, which is equals to 44 degrees. So a rhombus, right, is actually a special case of parallelogram. That's why it can follow the property of parallelogram. As the only difference between rhombus and parallelogram is that rhombus has all the sides of the same length equal, but for parallelogram, right, they are only opposite sides of the parallel lines that are equal to each other. So now we are looking at part 3. So part 3, right, angle ADE. ADE. So it's over here. Okay, so for this angle here, we'll be using the exterior angle of a triangle. Because you notice that this angle here is outside of a triangle and is on a straight line. So when you see these two property, the thing that you need to know is that you need to use exterior angle. So let me write it down. So angle ADE will be equals to angle ABE plus angle BAD, which is the exterior angle of triangle ABD. That should be a triangle. So now I just need to take ABE, which is 68 degree, plus the first answer, 44 degree, and this will give you your answer. So 68 plus 44 will be 112 degree. So you can just press your calculator and get this answer. So part 4. So in part 4, right, they say we are trying to find angle DAE. So angle DAE will be one of the base angle of an isosceles triangle. This one over here. So since we have found what is angle ADE, we can just use sum of angles in a triangle add up to 180 because there are three angles here, 1, 2, 3. And in order to use this property, right, you need to ensure that you have at least need to have 2 angles out of the 3 angles provided. So in this case, since you want to find this angle here is equals to the angle on top. So that means you can just take 180 minus our answer is in part 3 because it's angle ADE. 180 minus 112 and divided by 2 because these 2 angles are the same. Let me write it down. Okay, so in part 4, we know that angle DAE is equals to angle DEA because they are base angle of an isosceles triangle. This one is equal. So the next step will be to add up all these angles equals to 180 because in a triangle, right, all the interior angles will add up to 180. So this is how I write my property. Angle ADE plus 2 times of angle DAE, since these 2 angles are the same, equals to 180 degree. And the property will be the sum of interior angle of a triangle ADE. So now I need to replace the angle with the values, AD with 112. And after that, I take 180 minus 112 divided by 2 and which give me 34 degree. So this is how I find my answers for question 8. So I'm telling you all my thinking process when I do this question so that when you do future questions, right, you'll be more familiar with like how to solve them. Okay. Thank you.